what's up? It's Katie and I am back with another war video. This is the second war for the week and this war was so much better. It was so much better than our last one. I mean, the last one was such a poor performance, but I guess we all gathered up our gusto or whatever you want to call it and decided to really go hard and strong. Get your minds out of the gutter. After this alliance, one of our battle groups only had 1 death and our battle group actually had 6. We caused about, I think, 60 deaths to the other alliance, so I am so proud of us for this war. We got a ton of action, so this video is going to be a little bit longer than my last ones, but you know, you guys will like it. So let's get into it. We are facing FrSkN. Just kidding. It's FrSkN, but really, that tagline, you guys might want to think about changing that one. But whatever. They are a Gold 1 alliance with a war rating that was 2100 when we started the war. This picture was actually taken afterwards. The alliance rating was 13.3 million, and let's get into it. So, this week we are on Path 5 again, and as usual I brought in StarLord, Ghost Rider, and Blade. The first node is an Optimist power gain, you know, a little bit of attack and health, diversity, and we've got a 4-star Mystic champ. And it is a little Scarlet Witch. Now, usually on this node it can be a Ghost Rider, a Hood, I see Loki a lot of the times, but here it's just got a little 4-star Scarlet Witch. Bless her heart. And she is pretty easy. Just punch, punch, punch. Try not to get her to that SP3, which we do, but it doesn't matter because she goes down. Alright, the next node is the Kinetic Reactor with some heal block. And we've got a 5-star Mystic on here. So I decided to bring in Blade, hoping that it would trigger my danger sense, and it does because it's a Ghost Rider. So like I said, Blade's danger sense is active, and this is an unduped Ghost Rider. So the 5-star Blade just slicing through them, just like warm butter. You know, with these diversity nodes, you never really know who you're gonna see here, but check that out. 18 hits, Ghost Rider falls flat on his face, or skull, whatever. Alright, next node is the Masochism node with extra energy resistance and extra energy or attack. We have a 4-star tech champion here, and it's a Doc Ock. I've actually never seen a Doc Ock on this node, and the thing about Doc Ock is he can be a little tricky. You know, if you evade that heavy too much, you don't want to push it. You need to be careful with him. His SP1 is pretty easy to dodge, but sometimes that SP2 can catch you sometimes. But being only a 4-star, he goes down pretty easy. Alright, this next node is the Power Gain node, and it's a 5-star Science champ, so I decided to bring in Blade for this one. I wasn't sure who it was going to be here, and it ends up being a Luke Cage. And okay, I'm sorry about this, you guys, but for some reason the sound dropped on this clip, and I don't really know why, but I am actually kind of losing sound between transferring these clips from my phone to the computer, and unfortunately I already deleted it before I checked the sound, so sorry about that. You'll just have to listen to my hillbilly music, as some of you have been calling it. You know, I wish I would have brought in StarLord for this fight because he would have been so much better, because Blade can't bleed him out, so it's going to take a little while longer to get the blue jean wearing boy down. I mean, it's not a hard fight, but, you know, still, StarLord would have been a lot better. What does surprise me about this fight here is where his specials just, Luke Cage's specials just come so fast across the screen. I mean, look at that right there. But doesn't matter. Couple of swords or knives to the face, and down he goes. Alright, this is the Poison node. We switched over to Path 4, and we're going to bring in our Ghost Rider. I thought this was going to be an OG Spider-Man. If I'd have known it would have been Electro, I would have brought in Blade. I've never really seen an Electro on this node before, but I think it's a fairly decent placement of putting him here. I do make a couple mistakes here, and that kind of gets me, you'll see. And the thing about Electro is you want to get him down before he gets you down. So right here I get a little greedy and I try to get a heal, but I'm too slow, so I get parried and I end up, you know, just getting wailed away. And so now I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna lose this. Like, really, this is gonna be terrible. But we hit him with that SP1 and his armor goes down, so now we're doing a little bit more damage. So I'm able to pop off an SP3 here, and I am pleasantly surprised on the amount of damage that occurred there. So now we're both tied at 23%, and the goal here is just to put Electro flat on his ass, which we do. Alright, so now we get some mini boss action, and it's a Void. So if you guys have seen my other videos, you know sometimes that I have some issues with Void. But I decided to throw in some boosts on this one because I know that they'll last me until I beat Void and get to the main boss. So I put on a 20% boost and a 15% health here, and we're gonna go in against Void, who's just, you know, jumping around like a meth head or something. I don't even know why they make him do that. Stupid. Sorry. Alright, so we go in and we've got our danger sense on, and we also have a class advantage plus 2 bonuses. So this fight we should make pretty short work of him. I have to get my timing right in order to get that debuff off me, which I do, and I'm just also trying to play around the Plague Mine. So I drop off the SP1, and I mean, Void's going down pretty easy. Now, he did catch me on that heavy. I don't know how that happened, so we're not gonna talk about it, like, at all. So I'm just trying to get him to throw his SP2, which actually I prefer to evade over the SP1. Plus, I think the SP2 looks pretty cool. So I drop my SP2 and dodge another one of his, and just a couple more hits, and he goes down. And check that out, Blade is left with little over 3/4 of health. So now I am going for the main boss, and it's a MODOK. So I decided to bring in Blade again, and I'm going to add another boost on here just to get my attack up a little bit more. So MODOKs, actually, they're not too bad if you can stun them, and I love fighting MODOK with Archangel, you know, parry and hit him with the heavy, but of course right here you can't stun MODOK, so I know I'm going to take a lot of block damage, but I decided I don't need to top off Blade, right? So the thing with MODOK is sometimes he can catch me with the heavy and sometimes he can catch me with his SP1. I'm always trying to push him to the SP2 because I find those a lot easier to evade than his SP1s. So here we go up against the gassy potato head here, and I am taking a lot of block damage, more than I should, and I know I'm playing kind of slow and probably a little too slow, just trying to get my regens in and trying to get my openings in when I can, and I'm evading his SP1s and getting my regen going, but I just, that clock, man, that clock is what's going to get me every time with him, or not with him, but recently. I mean, look at him, he's such a dopey looking guy, like, I don't know, it's just awkward looking. Alright, so he drops his first SP2, which I am able to evade, so I drop mine and he blocks it, and this is gonna cost me here. Just wait and see, because I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, oh man, this fight is almost halfway over and I haven't like put a dent in his health, so now I'm getting kind of like panicky here, you know, afraid that I'm going to get the timeout because I don't want to get the timeout. So I'm starting to get a little bit more aggressive, and I get popped in the face. Just so, you guys saw that one. So now I'm in recovery mode, just trying to heal myself up. And that clock is just ticking and ticking away. I mean, we're almost at a minute, and he's still over 50% health. Like, well, really? So now my plan here is to get him up against the wall and just wail on him as best I can. And I'm pretty sure at this point, I'm just going to time out on this fight, which I really don't want. But, you know, then things start looking up for me because his auto block is going down. And so now, all of a sudden, Blade's damage is really, really kicking in. And I'm like, all right, I got this. I got that SP1 out of him. I evaded it, and I'm like, got that good intercept there, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna win this. Like, my heart's beating, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get this guy in one shot, you know, and then boom, take a heavy, and then boom, SP to the face. And I cannot believe I got him down to 10%, and that happened. Like, really? So now I'm coming in here with StarLord real quick before some dirty peasant tries to steal my boss kill. Alright, so I know StarLord can come in and clean this up, but I kind of come in here all haphazardly, and I'm just trying to get this fight done. And so you're going to see me take a heavy on SP1. What's it going to be? I don't know. So, you know, MODOK's down to 5%, and for all of you that guessed SP1. So now I'm just trying to get his block down, and I drop an SP1, and the gassy potato head is down, and that is it for this war. So we did come out victorious. I am so proud of not just my performance, but the overall performance of the Alliance. We kicked butt this time. I guess we got all our ducks in a row finally. So, anyways, if you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye guys.